Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with Memphis Depay, as it has been reported that a lower ranked team from the Premier League have tabled 23 million euros bid for the exit-bound striker. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Raphinha, it has been reported that Chelsea are feeling threatened by Barcelona in Raphinha pursuit. They are shocked at how Barca came and overtook them. We are going to be looking at that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Memphis Depay's future at Barcelona is under a huge threat as the team continues to pursue Robert Lewandowski on full throttle. The Catalans are shelling out a sum upwards of 40 million euros to get the star striker, and he will likely take over the starting striker spot in the team. Why that pushes down Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to the bench, it creates even more problems for Memphis. While the Dutchman is an excellent player, his profile is not as desirable to Xavi as Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres or Ousmane Dembele. He has just a year remaining on his contract, and teams will definitely try to take advantage of the same by lowballing Barcelona. Gerard Romero has reported that a lower-ranked team in the Premier League has tabled a 23 million euro bid for Memphis Depay. Javi Miguel meanwhile claims that Memphis is not in fact in Xavi's plans at the moment and has been informed about the same. The player will be sold if an offer of around 25 million euro arrives. Apparently, Memphis did not react well to the club telling him this and took to Twitter to share a couple of cryptic messages. These tweets included one that said, "This season is about to be scary, watch." So look at the statements from Memphis there. He said, "I see how certain tactics had been played around me as a football player. It's all good. God liked this about me. That's why I'm favored. My whole life I wasn't good enough, didn't apply to the standard looks and didn't have the right behavior. That's what happened when you live freely," Memphis said. Interesting words there from him. Not a lot of teams, even in the Premier League, can offer 23 million euro for Memphis, a player with just 1 year remaining on his contract. Further, for them to send an offer probably means they can pursue his signing. Aston Villa are one team that have successfully chased down big names in recent past, but the more obvious guess would be Newcastle United, who received a huge financial injection midway through last season. Eventually, they finished 11th in the league table, and with more signings this summer, are expected to climb up the ladder, largely thanks to Eddie Howe's exceptional management. Up to now, we still hear a lot of reports about Memphis Depay, if he will stay, if he will leave Barcelona. I think he's a player that is currently on the fence, right? He does not know where his future stands. Nobody knows where it stands. This day you get reports of Memphis will stay, the other day we get reports of Memphis will leave. So Gerard Romero have come out with this report saying that a Premier League minor, we don't know if it's Newcastle or Aston Villa, but it was not mentioned by Gerard Romero, that they have offered 23 million euros for him. And when we look at the statements Memphis have just made in his Twitter account, he's not happy with all these speculations up and down about his future, and he's just trying to make things, he does not like that. Personally, I wish Memphis Depay stays at Barca. It was, even though last season was unfortunate that he left with injury and he came back when we had another decent striker in Aubameyang. So definitely, I think Memphis is that kind of player that if he is fit this season, Barca will be good. I mean, he will be a good squad player. So let's see. But what we are getting is Barca have been demanding about 25 million euros for any interested party. That's the only price that Barca think they can sell him. But if this 23 million euro report is true, then Barca would turn down that offer, because Barca, as we have been getting, they are demanding 25 million, nothing less than that. Let's see if actually it's Newcastle United, because the obvious guess might be them because we know Newcastle want to go big. They have that their new investment, the new owners, and definitely they are aiming high. They are aiming high. So when you look at names like Memphis linked to Premier League, and if this club have not been mentioned, one can just easily guess that it will be Newcastle United. You know, yeah, we're talking about Aston Villa. Aston Villa this time Coutinho for 20 million euros. I don't think it can still be them. Let's see. But the obvious guess just will be Newcastle United. So let's see. I hope Barca keep Memphis, but that might not be the case. That might not be the case. Barca might be tempted to sell. You know, Barcelona need money. We all know that, despite the economic levels that were approved, and even though those levels they already been executed bit by bit, but nonetheless, Barca still want to sell some of these players to bring in some cash injection. Money is never enough. That's how they always say, right? So fingers crossed when it comes to Memphis Depay's future. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Then on to the next story of discussion. Leeds United are facing a bidding war in the pursuit of their star man Raphinha this summer. While the forward was majorly a target for Barcelona this summer, Chelsea have recently joined the race. The Blues have even made an appealing offer to the Yorkshire Giants, reportedly worth around 70 million euros. Leeds United have also received offer from Barcelona, who are prepared to fork out around 60 million euros for the attacker. According to Raisa Simpalicio, Chelsea are now pressuring Leeds into making a decision. They are aware and even feel threatened by Barcelona's interest in the player. As such, they have given Leeds an ultimatum, urging the Premier League outfit to make a decision. Leeds are expected to accept the highest offer, which is from Chelsea at the moment. The Whites have asked Barcelona to make a better offer. The Catalans have promised the same, although their current offer should see them pay 50 million euros in 3 installments. It is unlikely the club will be able to pay anything more than 30 million upfront for the attacker this summer. It gives Chelsea an automatic advantage in that pursuit, but the Blues do not have the backing of Raphinha, who is prioritizing a move to Barcelona instead. His agent Deco have even agreed personal terms with Barca back in the month of March. Raphinha's desire to join Barca has seen them stalled on a move to Stamford Bridge. It has led to Chelsea also urging the player to make a decision. If both the player and the club fail to respond in time, the Blues are likely to abandon their pursuit and move on to other targets. I really hope they do. From the player's perspective, we all know Raphinha wants but the Barca move. So I don't know if Chelsea ever dream of Raphinha accepting them, because honestly I don't see that happening. And if this report is believed that they have given an ultimatum that Raphinha should get back to them with his agent in a specified number of days, then definitely they will abandon the deal. That's what the report is saying. Hopefully they do abandon the deal, because for the longest time we have been the one linked with Raphinha, and from nowhere Chelsea just came into the picture. And the good news is Chelsea are not the favorites at the moment. We are the favorites to land him. Even though our offer is not high as Chelsea. Chelsea is 70 million, while Barca is 60 million. But as Leeds United, Leeds don't care. They want but the highest bidder, right? So I think Barca should try and check. Maybe they can still add something, because it's risky, because we don't want to lose Raphinha to Chelsea from nowhere after long speculations. Hopefully, Barca get to wrap up this deal as soon as possible. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.